Hey guys, it's been a little bit and I have been extremely busy as always, and as always I have to throw more stuff into the mix than I really have time for. So here's one of the things I've been working on. It is the RA-7 protocol droid, also called the Death Star droid or the bug droid. It's seen in the Sandcrawler at the beginning of A New Hope, and there's one on the Death Star when they're headed to look for Princess Leia. The sculpt is probably about 65% done right now. There's a ton of work to go on it, but it's starting to actually look like what I'm going for. There's some symmetry issues. As I find new photos, I've been searching online, I keep finding more different angles, better camera focal lengths. I see things that are not quite right or out of proportion, or something I couldn't see at a different angle, or something that looked different in a reflection that turns out it's actually a completely different shape. So what I've been doing is doing the main sculpting on, let's see, on this side, and then transferring it to this side roughly as I go, and trying to be sort of loose so you can see it's not polished or anything. It's, you know, pretty rough sculpt. Once it's done, I'll get it very, very polished up and shiny. The clay will be very nice, and I will cast it and I'll make some helmets out of this thing, and then I will eventually get to the chest and probably modify some 3PO arms and legs to go with it. But the little greebly parts that are on here, I am going to 3D model once I figure out the, all the proportions and make sure this is as close as I can get it. Then I'll model up the parts. The mouth here is one of those pieces that'll be 3D. This whole bottom lip thing is just for my reference to kind of help me keep a scale guide, and that'll be cut off, and this little disc and the interior part will be a 3D printed piece. And I'll cast them, of course. I'll make resin versions that'll go on the kit. And then we'll see from there. It should be pretty fun. But there is another guy that makes these, but I had a lot of issues with what I saw in them after comparing them. I thought about buying one, and there's too many things not right with it that were outside of just fixing it. So I basically have to remake it anyway. So using this piece here as my size reference, this is just a bottle from some pool supplies, which is what I use for the neck for my 3PO. So this is just the right size for my neck, and finding these photos online of this bug droid, figured this would be the good reference point to figure out the rest of the head. And may not be 100%, but it should be pretty close to the correct scale based on this. So we'll see once it's done. But anyway, this is the first look. Like I said, it's about 65% done. As I get further, get it cleaned up, get all the little divots and bumpities removed, I will post progress update. And maybe I'll make a video on how the molding process goes to go along with this. And it should be fun. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will be back soon. Bye, kids.